Oh yeah, that's a good spicy sauce. Oh, now that's some real flavor to wake me up in the morning. Alright, time to get started to make YouTube better for creators. English. Whatever. How satisfied are you for YouTube as a place? I mean, it offers plenty of good things. It offers an editing tab, which allows me to take away things, controversial things I said in previous videos, technically saving me, but also on the other hand, YouTube makes some very stupid decisions, like deleting the like buttons to, in words, show the like to dislike. Where's the worst one which have dislikes? Show the like to dislike ratio. I hate it. Why am I dissatisfied with it? Administrators are robots and are controlled by the dolphin, and they remove any anti-dolphin propaganda I make. For no reason with no specific explanation. My ability to reach an audience. I only get 2 digits. Very dissatisfied. My opportunity. I can't make money. Their policies, I mean, they make sense, but on the other hand, they don't make sense. Support and educational resources. I mean, the information is good. Oh yes, the tools though. The tools are good. Opportunity to make money. That's very important. Support and educational resources. The easiest way to gain education as a YouTuber is to be the YouTuber you wished you could be. That's my strategy, though. Advertiser-friendly guidelines. I mean, it's good for the platform, but it's bad for the creators. So it's very important to keep the platform running so people can have their freedom. Oh, this thing is so boring. Dismissed! Great! You distracted me from my original point. Great. Extremely underrated channel. Extremely underrated comment. How dare you comment to my videos? Get countered. Right. Well, enough looking like a goody two-shoes. I can't find the comment here. But I did get a comment at one point telling me somebody to hunt. Or bully, I mean bully. Yes, somebody to bully. So I'm gonna bully that person. Because I came home sick, and my mother wants me to go to bed at 5 at least. If you're a myth hunter, you can explain small myth. The myth user is called Idiot. I'm only gonna do this once. Right. Idiot. Iodiac. Oh god, I'm so shaky. I've only had 4 hours of sleep. Right, so Iodiac 6, he's a fairly good myth. He doesn't dress over the top, he doesn't have that much of a following, which makes him a lot more mysterious, and he has a generic username. He only has one badge. This severely boosts that sense of mystery that the myth originally has. His creations is a regular place, which at first point it does not seem very scary, but when you look at it in a specific sense, it could be a explanation to a greater point. The description is very generic, but that's because the guy wants to be classy in a modern sense. Right, Iodiac's place is fairly empty, but as you can see when you join in, the place is fairly... Wait. What? 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 No! No! Or maybe yes! Making a myth entirely out of free models. I rate a made out of 10, not enough sass. Right, I'll make my 501 subscriber special later. But I've already wasted enough of your time, so I'm gonna get to the initial point. No more joking around. Iodiac. Iodiac? More like I owe this dick. At first sight, Iodiac seems like an administrator of a small myth group. He's got a very specific look to him. You know, it's a bit complex, but it's doable. You know, As you can see, he flexes his groups. It's a fairly noticed myth. Recognized, documented, pending, big, associate hunter, investigator, unranked. Popular, and a dangerous myth in the RMH. The other RMHs, he's just small. A myth can be unpopular or popular, but what I'm trying to figure out is whether the myth is good or not. As seen by the guy's inventory, fairly basic, doable. He has his house. It's a very stereotypical myth game. Let us see what makes this man's story a story. This is my lovely house. Hope you enjoy. Yes, very, very stereotypical. Very stereotypical indeed. You could clearly do a lot more to the game thumbnail. Have a bit of more exquisite screenshots. You know, have a little slideshow. Show a lot more of the This is a bad angle, what I'm trying to say. Now, what the hell? The scripting is way too good for a thumbnail like that. Are you trying to drown yourself? Good grief! Oh, great heavens! What happened? I mean, I understand that I'm flying and all, but that's because I've covered myself in oil. It's April 1st, 1999, so I'm pulling a prank on God. I've covered myself in oil, and I'm flying in the rain. Right. Let us see what story. Look at me, I am Serenade. Lodek's house, street. Hey, where the hell did everything go? Lodek's house, street land 26. The guy knows basic, well, editing of the world. You can add fog in Roblox games, you can add etc. He added a little GUI to express that there's an April 1999, as well as a potentially custom-made light tool. I have no idea why I'm flying though. See, what the character is doing is the character is swimming, and possibly if you were to escape the area around the place, chances are he might have placed down a free ocean model. Now I used to do the same thing with Quamian. There's this really good ocean model. Realistic sea ocean. Now this is basically a model that simulates a realistic ocean that you can swim in. Well, and it moves up and it moves down. The guy must have obviously plunked that model down, made a slight mistake, and deleted it without deleting the script that causes the player to swim. That's what makes me fly up so high. I don't know how I managed to make that connection, or maybe Le Petit John is just farting really hard. Oh, oui, je suis Le Petit John. I eat too many snail. I feel bad. Yeah, he's French. That's everything I can hear coming out of his mouth. Hi, my name's Le Petit John. You're never supposed to just fly up in the sky like this in a Roblox game. Le Petit John has become stuck. Oh, je suis Le Petit John. Je suis Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Eats baguette and snares his fan. He climb on the roof? Yes, he can, but he is stuck. Look out. It is La France, man. Bonjour, I come from La France. I am having La France seizure. I come from La France. This is traditional feature every single man have in La France, where they go to another country and they realize the baguette is not made out of snail. So that's why they have seizure and start flying into the sky. It is delicate front out performance where you fly into the sky. Well, I'm upside down now. Right. Well, this turns out to be a lot more fun than I previously imagined. It was created on the 6th of the 29th. So that was January, February, March, April, May, June. And it's updated like now, which is like August or something. I don't know. But Iodiac has initially nothing else to offer in his game except his house, which has a 60% like ratio. I think I know why. The myth is good though. It has plenty of potential. Problem is, its story is so stereotypical, as seen from what I managed to see. That same old stupid house party myth. Hey everybody, come to my house, we can have an edgy party together. That's been overused way too much. There was Wonder of Shadows, Mentality, Quamian. No, that's all the myths I can imagine, but every single small myth does that. Here, I'm gonna build my house. I mean, you're having fun. You're enjoying the whole building thing. You're using it as a little thing that gives you joy. You know, the building, like a hobby. I'll give him 3 points. 3 points for the groups term. He's associated with a lot of groups. Associating with a lot of groups means you're really into the whole business. You're a businessman. You do business, which means this man is very sociable. Description? Edgy, but yeah, it works. Username? Works. Looks? Works. I'll give him a 1 for that, so it's 4. His game used the whole world edit thing that I tended to use with Quemian. I'll add an extra 1 onto that. And he hasn't seemed to use any free models except for that ocean script. Architecture has severely improved. The thumbnail though, the thumbnail is rash. It would be a lot better if you'd make it a bit prettier. Make it a little pretty portrait. Actually, yeah, that could work. Make it a little pretty portrait. You know, a little painty brush, painty portrait. Just slap the little watercolor filter on it. Mwah! And then you take a aesthetic screenshot from a low position. Magnifique. I mean, you have a large follower count. I'll leave you at a 5. It has its positives, but it also has its negatives. It has its doables and it has its flaws. Right, his game was updated 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. 5 days ago. So which means he's pretty new. He's pretty modern. So yeah, that's about all I can do in the Igelknytt moist meter. I rate him about a 5 out of 10. He clearly had a lot of potential, but he didn't seem to look into that potential. And he turned out to be a sort of a small stereotype. I mean, he had the logistics all spread out and all, but he could clearly do a lot of improvement. But yeah, please get rid of that script. I'm not gonna hunt the place again. You hunt it. You rate it better. I don't know. My name is Igelknytt. Hot sauce gives me diarrhea, but I like it because it's flavorful. I'm allowed to do this because I have autism. Don't recommend me another myth. YouTube is a hoax that's run by dolphins. The end.